Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Today was supposed to be Try It Out Tuesday. I'm a day late, but I always say better late than never. We are gonna play with a stamp set called Playful Koalas. It's a stamp and die set. It's new over at Spellbinders. It's part of the Cardmaker Collection, and these koalas are super cute. This is a stamp and die set, and I thought we'd make a fun friendship card for Try It Out Tuesday on Wednesday. We're gonna jump in. The reason I'm late is I took an extended holiday trip and for Mother's Day actually, and so I just returned and have a lot of catching up to do. So let's jump in and start by doing a little bit of stamping. We're going to just stamp, there's quite a few cute, well, all the koalas in here are just adorable. But I'm going to, one has a party hat, one has some maracas, one has the lei. We're just going to take the littler koala and we'll stamp that. Now don't be surprised if I call the koala a panda. I've did that in the past, but I know it's a koala, but I don't know where my mind goes when I think of a panda. But they are so cute. I'm just going to stamp the tree and the koala, and then we'll also stamp the sentiment, which is "You're a quality friend." I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to put it more towards the right of my panel so I can block it off here. We're going to ink up our images with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm stamping on alcohol marker friendly cardstock. And then we're going to color in our images with Copic markers. But there are my images. This could actually, I'm calling it a tree. It looks like bamboo with some kind of flourish on top. Very playful. It could also be used for flowers, I think, which is nice. So let's zoom in. I'm going to do a little bit of coloring. Now, while I color, I will play a little bit of music, and then when I'm done coloring, I will catch you back. I will put the colors up there in that corner for you guys, but I'll play some music and I'll be right back. Okay, coloring is all done. Now I'm going to block off my sentiment here. Probably have to chop that off. And then since we don't have a die for our trees, I will fussy cut our tree out. And when I'm all done with that, I will be right back. I went ahead and die cut out my koala and my tree. I didn't go in between. I thought just using a straight cut here would be just fine. We're going to go on white cardstock anyway. And then for my koala, I went ahead and used my white gel pen and added a few highlights just to make him perk up a little bit. And then instead of the black ink, I went in and stamped with my Memento Rich Cocoa ink. I re-stamped my sentiment. I thought the brown would go really good with my project today versus the black. So we're going to set these aside and we're going to work on our background. I thought we would play with some pattern paper today, so I went through my 6x6 paper pads and I found a tan wood grain pattern paper, and then I also found a strip of the, call them a peachy corally color with white flowers. I thought that would be really good because the flower centers are almost the same color as my panda, so I thought that would go good with my project today. I also have a 2.5 inch circle that I die cut out, and we are going to start by trimming down our pattern paper with our paper trimmer. And I want that pattern paper so my wood grain is going horizontal, and I'm going to trim it to 4 inches by 5.25. I might take a 1/4 inch off, I'm not sure. Let's see. I think that will work just fine. So 4 inches by 5.25. I'm going to take my floral pattern and I'm going to fishtail the very bottom of it. I didn't tell you the size of my floral pattern paper, and that measures 1 3, a little over 1 3/4 inches. I'm going to go ahead and start by adhering this pattern paper to my wood grain, and I'm going to place it to the left about 1/2 inch from this side and up from the bottom. And I'm going to leave this on there because since this is smaller than my card base, I actually want my banner to go all the way up to the fold of my card base. Now I have, again, I mentioned a 2.5 inch circle. I take that back, it's 2.25 inch circle. And then I'm going to take another circle die that's slightly larger. Let me zoom in a little bit. You can see here it's about 1/4 inch larger. I want to die cut out a window in my card. Okay, I'm going to remove my tape here. So now we have a circle that is slightly smaller than our white circle, and eventually we're going to go like this. I like doing this on cards. It just gives a little bit of a different look to the cards. I am going to flip this around and we're going to add foam tape behind it. After I have my foam adhesive adhered, I did put a small strip up here because I knew this was going to be on my white card base. I'm going to flip it around. I already removed the release paper, and we are going to center it on our card base. Once we have our pattern paper with the window adhered, I'm going to trim off the excess off the top. And then I did put foam adhesive behind my white circle. We're going to go ahead and add that circle. Before we do that, I'm going to add a little bit of color. I'm just going to use the ink that's on my teal blending brush and just add some blue in the background. It probably has Salvaged Patina. I've been using that a lot lately. I'm going to add this on the inside of my window, and then we can add our tree. And I'm just going to adhere this like so. And then I'm going to add my sentiment. For my sentiment, I'm going to cover the bottom of those trees with this sentiment. And I think I'm going to fishtail the left side of my sentiment, place it just under that tree like I mentioned, and then I can trim off the excess. And then last, we have our little koala. We're going to add some foam squares behind here. We're going to embellish our card with a few gems. We do need a little bit of sparkle. I'm using the Spellbinders Color Essential Gems. This is the gold mix. And I think I'm going to use the light gold. Okay. And then I had already put my glazing glue over my koala's nose. And then now we'll finish off my card today using the Spellbinders Playful Koalas stamp and die set. Actually, it's a combo. Super cute set. This is part of the Cardmaker, I mentioned it before, it's part of the Cardmaker Collection that's new over at the shop, and I'm actually picked up another item from the Cardmaker Collection. I actually picked up the bubble over, so I'll be making a project with this later on. I thought this was adorable. Both of these are part of the same release, but the soda can is super cute, so I look forward to creating a project with this later on. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me. I'm sorry this is late to try it out Tuesday on Wednesday, but again, better late than never. That's what I always say. Have a wonderful rest of your week. We will see you